Well, hello there, I'm Kevin V, and welcome to Randime. So today I checked out One Piece. Now I have seen this anime before, but I was a kid at the time, probably during an episode midway of a season, you know, the good old TV era where you couldn't really find the first episode of something without a DVD, you know, that kind of stuff. So I thought I'd actually go check it out from the first episode and beyond and see how it really is, especially from an adult perspective now. And I have to admit, I actually kind of like it. So sort of the theme of the plot is to do with pirates, and a actual pirate who is known as the King of the Pirates, Goldie Roger, had a treasure called the One Piece. And he was being executed at the time and said that this treasure of his could be available to anybody if they find it. And then he was executed. And so it started an era called the Great Pirate Era. Basically everybody became a pirate to find this treasure. At least that's what I kind of assume. And so 22 years later, after the execution of the king, a young lad named Monkey D. Luffy sets out to become a pirate himself and look for the One Piece. And as he commonly says, he aspires to become the king of the pirates. So the anime is set around his adventures. It's actually kind of funny too. In the first episode, you actually don't see him right away. In fact, you see another protagonist that joins the crew later on, Nami, their navigator, first. And it's kind of an interesting look at that. Now, we're first introduced to Luffy by an actual comical reason. He was in a barrel. The beginning of the episode, these guys were actually thinking it was a barrel of beer that was just kind of floating the sea, and they actually get it onto the ship and realize how heavy it is and whatnot. And so they, of course, allude to the fact that there might be somebody in there. And there was, Luffy. During the time he actually gets out, because he was having one giant nap apparently. The time he does get out, though, that ship that they put the barrel onto was actually being raided by another gang of pirates themselves. And so Luffy sort of springs into action at one point and kind of kicks butt, kicks the keister of the current pirate captain that was doing the raids, some woman, I honestly forget her name now. But it was actually a pretty funny thing. And we're actually introduced to Luffy, who is actually a special kind of person, a rubber person. It turns out he ate a fruit called the Gum Gum fruit, one of the devil fruits that give magical powers. But at the same time, the con is that due to the powers given by the fruits, the sea will now hate them, and they can't swim. So devil fruit people are great unless you throw them in the water. So he's using his cool gum powers to kind of kick ass and whatnot, and eventually escapes onto a small little vessel with another character that he was sort of meeting around with as well. And it's pretty comical to see on that. And Nami, the character you see before Luffy, also kind of on a vessel, and actually I think she got landed upon by Luffy or something like that and whatnot. And so Luffy and this character actually head off to find more people for Luffy's crew. That's the one thing Luffy's been trying to do, is find a crew. So overall, I definitely could give this anime a 6, definitely. It's one of the top anime that I've watched and enjoyed. It's got great comedy. The theme of pirates is very cool. It's also kind of cool to see that there's different pirates out there that have different sort of types with their faction, like a different theme to them. They're still pirates, but there's something to them that makes them kind of cool and different from each other. And of course, if you have a favorite anime out there that you think we should check out, put it in the comments down below and we'll look at that in the future. Also hit the thumbs up while you're down there and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out!